Okay, everybody, hello. DSP here along with Pandalee, the camera girl. And we are going to now that we have a better picture of what the gaming schedule, release schedule is looking like for 2013, we're going to go through the remainder of the year. There we go, I got it out so it won't bother me. We're going to go through the remainder of the year, populating what games have solid release dates. Now, I emphasize again, when I do these videos, these are the solid release dates. I'm well aware that there are many downloadable titles. I'm well aware that there are other games that, okay, they're roughly coming out in a month, but they don't have dates yet. Once they have release dates, I will add them to my calendar and reserve those games, but until they have solid release dates, I don't formally add them. So starting here the last week of June, which we are in, we've got Deadpool, and I actually just ordered online the Ouya, which could be interesting. A lot of people may be wondering, what is it? It's that independent gaming console that was funded through Kickstarter. It's basically an Android device that hooks up to your TV. So we're going to be checking that out later this week when I get it. I ordered it today, so it'll probably come Thursday or Friday. So this week, Deadpool and Ouya. In July, this is the big question mark. We didn't know what was going to be coming out this summer. Well, on this day, we've got Metal Gear Solid Collection, but the only reason I'm putting it on there is for people who don't know about the game. I'm not going to be playing it, and the reason I'm not going to be playing it is because I've already played Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, and the other game that comes with it, which is that, I guess it was the portable game that was then upgraded for consoles, and I played that with John Rambo. So the only game in this collection that I don't have is Metal Gear Solid 1, and it doesn't even come with it. What it comes with is a code to download the PS1 version. So if I'm going to play the PS1 version, I eventually will just play the PS1 version. I don't need to buy this collection, but that's just a heads up for everybody. The next release is Dynasty Warriors 8 on July 16th, and at the very end of the month there's this game that it's a downloadable title called Deadfall Adventures, and it looks like it's an interesting first-person shooter with horror mechanics about like a what-if scenario with the Nazis or something. I don't know, it looks interesting, but as you can see, this leaves pretty much almost the entire month empty. Okay? So what I'm going to be doing very shortly is I'm going to be going back, if you remember, weeks and weeks, probably over a month ago now, I had a poll for the next Downtime game. And I never had a chance to close the poll and officially tally up the votes. But what I'm going to be doing is closing that poll, tallying up the votes, finding out which game won. I'll probably start playing that game the first week of July. But in addition, there's some other projects that I've been interested in working on. And now is the perfect time of the year when there's almost nothing coming out. For example, there are a couple SNES games that I've wanted to play, some that are on my bucket list, that this may be the summer to play them. So I'm talking games like Earthbound, games like The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I think people would really enjoy watching me play those games. And unfortunately, I have not found a way to play those games on the physical SNES and direct capture live stream them, so I may be using emulators to play them. Of course, I don't support people who steal games through emulation, but if you can't get your hands on a method of playing the game otherwise, and considering the fact that I owned both games in my childhood, I think I have a right to play them through that method. So that could be some of the content you're going to see this month. I believe the game that's going to win that poll was God of War 1 HD. You may be seeing that getting played, the continuation of Fallout 3, the continuation of my Demon's Souls playthrough. So there's going to be a lot of content in July, regardless of the fact that there's not a lot going on. I'm going to try to fill it with stuff anyway. Okay? August 4th is Pikmin 3. I already had that on there. And then August 6th is Tales of Xillia, which is the latest game in the Tales of RPG series. It's a big release. I'm excited for it. I know a lot of people may say, oh no, it's a JRPG. I hate JRPGs. Well, keep in mind, I'll be trying to balance that with other games, so that way you don't get bored only watching Tales of Xillia. Okay? Disney Infinity. I guess it still has this release date on a Sunday. This is the Disney game that's trying to compete with Skylanders. What it does is it combines all the different Disney universes, all the characters from different Disney stuff, into a game. It hasn't even been explained yet what the game's going to be. Like, is it action? Is it RPG? No one really knows. But I put that on the calendar because it seems like an interesting experiment. It's something that definitely I would want to take a look at. In August 20th is a big day with the release of Splinter Cell Blacklist, Saints Row 4, and there's actually another game. I'm going to just write it here. It's called The Bureau. It's supposed to be an XCOM universe spin-off. So really 3 games coming out that week. I'll be doing my best to delve into those as I can. I'm not sure if I'll be able to beat them all, because that last week of August is Leanna's birthday, where we traditionally go on vacation. We're going to be going to Chicago this year, and we'll have more details on that as it approaches. We actually have to plan the trip ourselves. Speaking of which, I think it's looking like right now this is going to be the week of Leanna's visit in July. So I should actually probably write that on there so we remember when we plan it. Okay. So, that's it for August, okay? September is where things start to heat up. So as you can see, September 3rd, you've got Rayman Legends finally coming out. Holy shit, about time. September 10th, you've got Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5. This is the Kingdom Hearts Collection, which is the HD remake of the games. Plus, you've got Puppeteer, which I mistakenly, when I saw them demo this game at the E3 press conference, I thought that that was a game made by Media Molecule, and it was that game that they had used the PS Move to develop. I was wrong. It's actually a completely different game, even though it looks like something that Media Molecule would put out. We've got, let's see here. Oops, I actually skipped some stuff here. I did. Whoops. I skipped 2 things this final week, but I'm not going to be here. I'll be on vacation, but there are 2 games coming out. You got Lost Planet 3 and Final Fantasy XIV on the PS3, which is supposed to be the remade version of the game. Will I be checking those games out? It depends. Basically, I'm going to be coming back from vacation, and Rayman Legends will be out, so maybe I'll balance Rayman Legends with something else, like Lost Planet 3. I'm not sure right now. Once we plan out the vacation formally and we get a little bit closer, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to handle those games, okay? So Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and Puppeteer. The week after that, of course, the huge week of the year, GTA 5, the big blockbuster. Everyone's going to be playing it. It's going to blow sales numbers out of the water. Everyone already knows, you know, GTA always sells. It looks great. Everyone's looking at, you know, been seeing the preview, says the game's amazing. And appropriately enough, the only other thing, there's actually nothing coming out for the rest of the month. So it's almost like the game developer said, alright, well fuck, when GTA 5 comes out, we know no one else is going to be buying anything else, so fuck it, don't even release anything else in the month of September. So really, it's GTA 5, I'll probably be playing the campaign, I'll be doing online gameplay, and yes, I've already said I'm going to do this, but I'll formally announce it in this video. The return of the Suicide Kings will be happening with GTA 5. A lot of people don't know what that is. If you don't know what that is, search for Red Dead Redemption Suicide Kings on YouTube. You'll find it on my old Red Dead DSP channel, videos that people loved, hundreds of thousands of views. That series will be returning with GTA 5, okay? Alright, then in October, very slow month in October for the first week, nothing, so 2 weeks, a week here of nothing and another week, so 2 weeks of no new releases. Finally on October 8th, another blockbuster, Beyond Two Souls, being released. Week after that is Battlefield 4, although I think this is wrong now. According to IGN, Battlefield 4 is actually now on the 29th. This marker is dying. After years of using it. Battlefield 4 supposedly is no longer then. It's the end of the month, okay? So there's nothing that week, supposedly. Yeah, nothing. Batman Arkham Origins is this week, and it's unclear. I've seen different release dates. I saw some people say it's coming out Tuesday. Some people are saying it's coming out Friday. I don't know which one it's going to be, so I just left it there over the course of the week. And then, yes, you've got AC4 and Battlefield 4 both on the 29th. There's also a rumor. I'm going to cross this out because it doesn't have a release date. But there's a rumor that WWE 2K14 will also be coming out that week. So I'm going to write it in there just so as a placeholder, but just so I know that's not definite. But I did see someone say that they might be released that week. Alright, in November you got Call of Duty Ghosts on the 5th. You've got Need for Speed Rivals on the 19th and Watch Dogs on the 19th. So you might be saying, wait a minute, what the hell? The whole end of the year is empty? And the answer to that is, of course not. As you know, traditionally these months are the months with the most game releases. What they've really done is, because of the impending release of the Xbox One sometime in November and the PS4 sometime in this time frame, there's no game releases, but I'm absolutely sure that once those game consoles get solid release dates, you're going to see, okay, Infamous Second Son, Rise, Killer Instinct, those games will be added. So the end of the year is going to be chaos because I'm going to be getting both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So whenever those are released, those will be added. I'm going to be doing release day kind of celebrations with John Rambo like I did the last time around. He said that he would definitely like to be part of that on launch day for both of those consoles. So he'll be coming by. We'll basically be taking all the launch games for those consoles and testing them out. And the cool thing is, it looks like unlike the Wii U, there's a lot of good launch day games for these. So for example, we'll be playing Killer Instinct for the first time on launch day of the Xbox One. That's going to be awesome. We're going to be playing Infamous Second Son on the launch day of PlayStation 4. So you're talking about a lot of good stuff coming up at the end of this year. Even though I can't add it to the calendar per se yet, it's going to be fun. So basically, this is what it looks like for the rest of the year. So just to recap, July is going to be a slow month. There's really only 2 releases in the month that I'm playing. It doesn't mean there's not going to be content. There's going to be the continuation of Fallout 3. There's going to be Demon's Souls once a week. And I'm going to be starting new playthroughs of both the game that won the polls, which is probably God of War HD. Plus, I want to do some retro stuff, whether it's, like I said, Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. I want to play those games during the month of July. It's going to be kind of a retro throwback month for everyone. Month of August, also kind of slow, so we'll see if there's something I can do as filler. There's some games that actually I've wanted to play as well that I haven't gotten to play that I may be doing during that month. There's actually a Grand Theft Auto game. I have Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories that I never played that I may be trying out during the summer as well. And then of course the end of the year, as usual, is a whirlwind, and we'll have more data on the end here once the new console dates for their release are finally set. So that is it for 2013. We may do one more update video in a month or two once those release dates are announced, because it may be enough to fill another video and people will want to know what I'm going to be doing. So definitely keep your eyes and ears open for that. It will be coming soon. But for now, this is how the gaming landscape looks. Spread the word that I made this video, because every time I do make one of these, then people end up, oh, when's he going to play this? Like, well, he made the video. He did it so that you would know. So please spread the word about it and send people over here to watch it so they know what I'll be doing for the rest of the year. Alright, so that's it, everyone. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to see you during my live streams on Twitch TV, as well as also my playthroughs on YouTube. Special thanks to Leanna for being the camera girl, and we'll see you later.